Hello everyone, this is me Garima Singh. Today I will discuss about art and culture. Basically, art and culture is more about India's art and culture. Now, diverse topic will included in art and culture like painting, like sculptures, like architect, like UNESCO heritage sites. So there are so many things, but uh, I'm going to discuss few topics out of them, and these are those which are in news. So I'm not going to the basic, but while discussing this one, I will discuss the basic also. But I took up those which were in news. So first one is this. This is a basically folk song that done in Rajasthan. So this is very important because it's a part of UNESCO intangible culture heritage site. And these people are called Kalbelias because they are the snake charmer and they are trading with snake venom. So you have to remember that Kalbelia it is done in Rajasthan and it's a part of UNESCO intangible cultural heritage site. If you're giving an exam entrance exam like competitive, so this will useful for you like who are Kalbelias. So they are folk dancer. They basically perform in Rajasthan. Then second is Ghumar. This also performed in Rajasthan. You have heard the song Ghumar also. So here it's performed by men and women both, and it's performed by Bhil tribe. And these are the basically by women. It's by both, and Bhil tribe do that. Then third is there's also a UNESCO intangible culture site, culture heritage site. So fourth is the Modiyattu. It's basically Kerala. It's a Kerala traditional ritual theater, or you can say folk dance drama. It's basically both theater as well as folk dance drama. It's done in Kerala and it is a part of Bhadrakali Khel, and it's depict basically a fight between goddess Kali versus demon Durga. So that is Modiyattu. It performed in Kerala. Then okay, we are done with third. Okay, third I left. Third is Chow dance. It's also a UNESCO intangible culture heritage site. It's basically a semi-classical dance. It involves martial arts, tribal and folk traditions, and Chow mask even also get GI tag as well as. And it's basically you can found in that Eastern India part this Chow dance. So there are three terms that are important like Purulia Chow, then Saraikela Chow, then Mayurbhanj Chow. So these are the Chow dance. Purulia Chow is performed in Bengal. Saraikela Chow is performed in Jharkhand. Mayurbhanj Chow is performed in Orissa. So these basically perform. These are various Chow dances. It's a semi-classical, like I have said. Let's move on to I have done with Modiyattu. Then fifth is Kodiyattam. The earlier one Modiyattu, it's also performed in Kerala, and this one is Kodiyattam. It's also performed in Kerala. It's a combination of ancient Sanskrit theatre plus Kothu. In this Chow dance, Modiyattu, it's basically a fight between demon and goddess Kali and demon. In this, it's a combination of ancient Sanskrit theatre plus Kothu. You have to remember where these dance form performed. That is the most important. Six is Kotu or Terukotu. So these are performed. These are the street theater of Tamil Nadu. It's a form of you can say entertainment, ritual, and medium of social instructions, as well as basically generate awareness on social issue, political satire, like Nukkad Natak. It's like Nukkad Natak gave awareness of social issue. Like this, it's also a street theater of Tamil Nadu. Then okay, we are done with this. Then this one is basically these are the well-known form from the time of Sangam literature. It's basically many performance centered around the enactment of Mahabharata. That's basically this part of Kotu and theory Kotu. It's this and this the same. Then seventh is it's also UNESCO intangible cultural heritage site that is the terrace of Jandiala Guru, Punjab, and as well as this beadery craft get GI tag also. So basically, these are metal handicraft. It's done in Bidar, Karnataka. That's why it's beadery craft. So here they blackened alloy of copper and inlaid with a sheet of silver. That is beadery craft. It's get GI tag. Then these are the teteras of Chandilaguru, that is in Punjab. So these are intangible. This one is intangible culture heritage, and that's included in it. And this is basically, these are traditional brass and copper craft of utensil making. So these are the utensils, but they use traditional brass and copper craft to make that. Then this one is so eighth one is Sankirtana. It's done in Manipur. It's practiced by Vaishnava community. They are Saivite and Vaishnavite. So it's practiced by Vaishnava. You have to remember that Sankirtana it's performed in Manipur. Then that's about Sankirtana. They involve that's dholak kind of thing. It's called Pangchalam. Then they basically it's a ritual singing. As you can say, they are singing, drumming, and dancing. These three: singing, dancing, and drumming. So Pangchalam dance, and it's based on Sri Krishna thing. That's a Vaishnavite. The ninth is Satariya Nritya. That is a dance and drama. It's performed in Assam. So its origin attributed to Srimant Sankaradeva, 15th century. He was 15th century Bhakti movement scholar. So it's just done in Assam, like Media too, done in Kerala, and it's Satariya done in Assam. We have when we have discussed that Sankirtana done in Manipur. So these are the dance form. There's a classical dance form. Then this one is the one act plays of Sitaria. It's very important. We are done with okay the Sitaria Nritya. These are the position they used the dress traditional dress. So it's involved Moga silk. They performed in dance hall of monasteries. So Srimant Sankaradeva, as I said, he was a saint and scholar during 15th century. This is the Sitaria dance. Then next is tradition of Buddhist of Ladakh. So basically both Mahayana and Vajrayana form practiced in Ladakh. So they transmitted by oral tradition. Each sect has its own distinct style. Mahayana and Vajrayana. They are Hinayana also, but in Ladakh you find Mahayana and Vajrayana. Then Raman. So it's a religious festival and ritual theater of Garhwal Himalayas. It's also popular for its mask, as you can see. Raman festival. Basic popular for its mask. You could see here mask. Performance Garhwal Himalayas. Then it's a tradition of Vedic chanting. So this is the oldest unbroken oral tradition in existence. Vedic chants you can find an state like you can find there is Gurukul. So there they preach this thing, tradition of Vedic chanting. Then Shruti literature. So that which is heard or revealed, basically Shruti literature, it's include four Vedas plus Samhitas, Brahmas, Aryankas, early Upanishads. Only few school which teach this oral tradition do survive like and you can find Gurukul. Smriti literature that is which is remembered attributed to an author. It's example six Vedangas, two epics, Puranas, Dharam Shastra. Then 13 is Navroj. So even this is a tweet from Narendra Modi, Parsi community like basically celebrate Navroj. So Parsi bureaucracy is important in this. Navroj is basically important in Parsi culture. Even now in threat due to decline in number of cultural populations. So Parsi are in a decline number. You have to remember this Navroz is performed with Parsian. Then Kumbh Mela is basically recently organized in Allahabad, and these are the basically yogas, posture, which are it's consist of yoga. It's consist of series of poses, meditation, controlled breathing, word chanting, and other technique. Then Manipur classical dance, also known as Jagoi, major Indian classical dance form like known for Hindu Vaishnavism themes like Ras Leela. So Jagoi, you have to remember it's a classical dance of Manipur. Then it's influenced by this Jagoi dance is influenced by Bhakti movement. Lasya predominate throughout performance. Then delicate balance between as well as Nrit- Nrita, Nritya, Natyar. So Nrita is a Manipuris consider themselves as descent of Gandharvas. So Vishnu Priya Manipuri Meitei people celebrate this dance form. Which dance form is Lasha? It's Jagoi. It's also known as Jagoi. Then here it's about architect. We are done with dance. It's here it's about architect. So Chalukyan architect. They basically waste. There is a different style of temple making. So one of here is mentioned is Vaisrai style. So it's just that there are three style of making temple: Dravida, Nagara, and Vesra. So Vesra is a mixture of Dravida and Nagara style. Then in Chalukyan Vestra style is followed. Then in Hoysala architecture, these are Aihole, Badami, and Padakal. So Aihole, it's basically they are giving, for example, like Badam in Badami, you find cave temples in Padakal, that is UNESCO World Heritage Site. You find Virupaksha Temple, Papinath Temple, then Aihole, you find Durga Temple. So these are the Hoysala architect. Then temple in Aihole, like here. So what temple you find is like these kind of rear side of temple. It's a semi-circular kind of transition from Chaitya Hall. It's very important Hindu temple architect. And this temple it's done in the beginning of this you can see as Panchyatran. It's 5 way. Then Panchyatna is basically main shrine surrounded by subsidiary shrine. It's a Durga temple. I have said here I hold this temple and Durga temple. So this one is Durga temple. Then Badami rock cut caves, Karnataka. These are the caves. These were done during 6th century. It's an Indian rocker architect. It's a fort. These are the caves. These are basically close to Malprabha river in Karnataka. Then these are the third in third cave you find Varaha avatar. Cave 1 it's Nataraj with 18 hands. Then this cave second is Bali, Ramana avatar or Trivika avatar. So here it's cave 4, 3, 2. So there what you find there in cave 3 you find Varaha avatar. In cave 1 you find Nataraj with 18 hands. This you find in Badami rocket caves. Then cave 4 you find dedicated to revered figure of Jainism, part of UNESCO heritage site, that is little evolution of temple architecture, Ahol, Badami, Padakal and Malprabha Valley. It's a cradle of temple. Then Parsvanath, he is a Jain Tirthankar. Padakal temple complex, Padakal, so it's also called Raktapura. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it's a complex of Hindu and Jain temple, Padakal. Then Virupaksha temple. So it's the Dravida Viman. Both temple are fusion of north and southern style. Then it's Papanath temple. It's Rakha Nagar Prasada. It's a Nagraj style. This is both Virupaksha. It's both of Nagra and Dravida. It's Nagra, simple most common type shikhar that is in a Nagra temple. Then Dravida is of Vimana. In Dravida style you find Vimana, in Nagara style there's a that's Sikhar. So it's a square it's square in shape at base and curved walls and slope toward its top. As you can see, it's square. Then curved walls as you go upwards the slope. So these are the what I have said. These are the architect Ahol, Badami. Here you have discussed caves, then Particle, Virupaksha, and Papanath. Then Ihole inscription, what they mention about it's important. Ihole inscription by Pulkasen II. It's mentioned about Kirit Kiritrangium. Might be there is a pronunciation difference. So you mentioned about Kiritrangium. It's basically written by Bhairavi. It basically discusses about defeat of Harshvardhana by Pulkinsen second, then defeat of Pallava by Chalukya, shifting of capital from Ahol to Badami, then mentioned about Kalidasa. These are the Kangra painting, and this painting is painted by Raja Ravi Verma on Kiratharinjinium. So Ahol inscription, what it's tell about its Harshvardhana defeat by Pulkinsen second, then Pallava by Chalukya. Then Pahari paintings. Okay, I was so Pahari. These are the popular for miniature paintings. Pahari paintings, like by Soli Painting School, then Kangra Painting School. So by Sali, by Soli Painting School you find in JNK and Kangra you find in Himachal Pradesh. So this is a by Soli painting later evolved into delicate and lyrical. It's a Kangra style. Then Kangra basically it's depict verdant greenery. Even most popular theme of Kangra is inspired by Jayadev and Geet Govinda, Radha and Krishna. So Jayadev written book Geet Govinda. So Kangra style painting are inspired by Jayadev Geet Govinda. It's a foliage, leaves you can see are vast and varied, flowering plants, creeper, leafless trees, then involved widely noticed. So its famous painter is Nansuk. So Kangra's Kangra's painting, your favorite painter is Nansuk. Then puppetry tradition of India. So a puppet, you can say a puppet is one of the most remarkable and ingenious invention of the man. It has been said that a puppet has to be more than his life counterpart, or it's definitely the suggestive element that is more captivating and enduring in a puppet. So even during ancient Hindu philosophers have paid the greatest tribute to puppeteers. They have linked even liked God Almighty to a puppeteer and the entire universe to a puppet stage. You can see here it's a Putukal Naj Utsav. It's in West Bengal. It's a rod poetry. It's not poetry, it's puppetry, rod puppetry. Then Kati Kundai. The rod puppetry in West Bengal. It's Putul Naj Utsav. Then in Odisha it's called Kathi Kundai. In Bihar it's Yampuri. So this one is glove puppet, basically Pavathakal or Pavakothu in Kerala. It's a glove puppet. Other example is Shaki Kunde Orissa and Benar Puttukal West Bengal and Gulabo Sitabo Uttar Pradesh. Then string puppetry also called marionettes. Other example you can say Mala Sutri, Bhagalia in Maharashtra, Bomalattam, Tamil Nadu, Gombiyattam, Karnataka. So these are the string puppetry. In Rajasthan, it's known as Kathu Poti, Go, Gopali La Kundere in Odisha. These Akoya, Bomalata in Andhra Pradesh. These are so there's different type of puppetry: string puppetry, glove puppetry, rod puppetry, puppet. Then shadow puppetry. It's a very popular, unique performing art of Ravanacharya, Odisha. Shadow. Then other famous are Tholu Bomalata of Andhra Pradesh. Example you can see is Hankanda Hanumo famous play. Then good example of shadow puppetry. Thol Pava go to Kerala. Then it's all Thol. It's Pava go to Kerala. It's Bomalatra Tamil Nadu. Charma Bahuli it is Maharashtra. Then here it's other topic. It's Paleolithic art in India. So it's first evidence of painting that's in upper Paleolithic you can find. Here you can see hunting scene predominates. So it's a Mesolithic art form. There's human figure depicted in stylized manner and like stick-like figure of UP period. Then other places you can see Kupa, Kupgalu, Telangana. Then Pikli Hall, Tekali Kota, Karnataka. These are the basically other places of art at that time. Example, you can say Bhimbetka cave or Jogimara cave, Madhya Pradesh. They have both upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic painting, Bhimbetka, and you have to remember Bhimbetka and Jogimara. It's these cave in Madhya Pradesh. Then Tantricism. It's a major current in Indian religious thoughts in tension with orthodox Vedic tradition, that is tantric traditions, Shakti cult, chakras, kundal, kundalins. It's a Vajrayana in Buddhism. Tantric tradition, it's Vajrayana in Buddhism. Then Saiva, Kapalikas. These both are example of tantric tradition. Aghoris, even Osho movement of Sri Rajneesh. That is example of tantric tradition. Life begins where fear ends. Osho movement of this. So these are the tantric traditions. It's all about its chakra, kundalini, shakti cult. Now Indus Valley civilization is a part of it. So it's a Bronze Age. Indus Valley is a Bronze Age civilization, and it's this is the time period. It's world earliest known dock. It's that is in Lothal, Gujarat. It's a port city of Indus Valley civilization. Then water reservoir with steps, as you can see here. It's Dholavira. That's Sutakagan Door, Pakistan. Wells in Dholavira, as you can see, coastal roads. So Dholavira is in Gujarat. It's known for its sophisticated water harvesting structure, as you can see here. Then dancing doll of Mohenjo-daro, that is the bronze figurine. And these are the terracotta figures. It's you have to remember this dancing doll of Mohenjo-daro. Then uh, popular terracotta toy cart that is in Pakistan. Then female figure and probably a fertility cult. Then hammered gold unicorn seal with script jewelry you can see here with chameleon beads. It's Pashupati seal. Then Harappan pottery you can see red pottery here. Late Harappan figures that you can find in Daimabad, Maharashtra. These are the humped bull seals. Then Gandhara School of Art. It was patronized by Shaka and Kushan. Gandhara School of Art. So this is Bodhisattva Maitreya. As you can see here, first sculpture representation of Buddha in human form. In Gandhara School of Art, you have to remember it's followed by Shaka and Kushan, and it's a representation of Buddha in a human form. Then here in Gandhara style, grey sandstone widely used, based on Gracio-Roman norms, that is Hellenistic tradition kind. It's very expressive but calmness. You have to remember expressive and calmness here is important. You can see calmness here. It's known for anatomical accuracy, spatial depth, and foreshortening. It's Bamiyan Buddha statues. And this site was basically tormented by terrorists. I think maybe around 14, or I don't know exactly, but it's been tormented. And it's the Dharam Chakra mudra. It's preaching mudra. You can see. So it's Gandhara School of Art. It's patronized by Shaka and Kushana. It's based on great sandstone. Then Mathura School of Art. It's an indigenous art form. Buddha modeled after early Yaksha image. Here it's a Buddha image is a human form. Here it's an Yaksha image. It's less expressive. Gandhara is more expressive. And also have image of Vaishnava faith. Jan Sarvabodhvadra. So then Buddha with two bodhisattvas, red sandstone widely used. It's a fleshy body, round tricks, broader shoulder than profusely decorated halo seen in most of the images. So other center you can say Somat, Kosambi. It's reached peak during Gupta period. That's Buddha with two bodhisattvas. Then Amravati School of Art. It's flourished during Kushana period at Amravati, Nagarjun Konda. Then it's basically done on white lime sandstone, not marble. It's white lime sandstone use. Here you can find abundance and auspiciousness. It's popular for Purana Kumbha motifs. You can see here it's noted for Buddha life and Jatak tales. Then it's patronized by Satvana and it's Ishkvakush. It's Satvana. So Amravati is performed by Satvana. Patronized. Amravati School of Art. That's the fly whisk beer. It's the Darganj Yakshni or Chori beer. It's a Mauryan sculpture. Then peacock in Indian tradition. It's a national board. Conserve with a pillar shape. Hoshiala period temple. You can find this. And it's a Golconda fort. Sanchi. It's the eastern gateway. Then here you can see famous model of peacock throne and Hawa Mahal Jaipur. It is designed like peacock feathers. You can see. Then Worley paintings explaining painting slides. It's a Worley painting. So it's a Worley art as you can see here. Then these are the Manjusa painting. And it's lotus in Indian art. It's a national flower widely used in ceilings. Logo of this CSI church is also used lotus. Then Baha'i temple, lotus temple of Baha'ism faith, established by Baha'u'llah Persia. Three central principle: unity of God, unity of religion, and unity of humanity. So they do not believe in superstition, ceremonies, ritual. It's a Baha'i temple, lotus temple of Baha'ism faith. Then Bhakti movement, its origin started at 8th century in South India. It's reached its peak during 15th, 17th century. So Bhakti movement in South India is basically done by its two main lines was there. That is Alvar and Nyamars. Alvar were Vaishnavites and Nyamar were Saivites. They worship Shiv and Alvar worship Vishnu. So they belonged to all the castes. They were influenced by Sangam literature. They believed in love and heroism and praised local language because local language is easily understandable by local people. So they know about what they're preaching and what they're saying. That's why they used local language. Here basically Namar. So here individual focused paths lead to salvation. Then its founder are Adisha, Nikara. It's important that these are Alvar, these are Niyamas, they lead to salvation. The Alvar reject secularism. These all about. You have to remember two more: the Alvar and Niyamas. Then Ling Lingyat tradition. It's Basveswara founder subset of Vishveshwara. It's emphasis to basically Classic qualifier as equal to Ramanuja. So Lingayat, that's basically post of Mahatma Gandhi where he talk about Lingayat. Then here you see pick of Ramanujacharya, he was Vishweshwar Devata, then Mahavachari, he was Dvaya Devata. So these are Sri Bhashya, there's a commentary on Brahma Sutras. Vallabhacharya, Shudevata, Ramanand responsible for Vaishnava religion spread in North India. So is Ramanujacharya Vaishnavite Dan. Chaitanya highlighted love, devotion through dance. Then Guru Nanak is the founder of Sikh religion. He emphasized on oneness of God, then fraternity of among men, then righteous living, social active virtues like dignity of labor, charity. Or he emphasis on purity of deeds. Then Yogini Meera, through attained moksha through bhakti. Basically through bhakti songs, through bhakti yoga, her poems are referred as bhajans. Then popular Ram Leela theatre started Tulsidas. He is, you can see the picture of he is a Swami, Goswami Tulsidas. So even that Ramcharitmanas is authored in Awadhi dialect. His guru was Naraharidas. Then it's Narshin Mehta, early 15th century. It's basically a favorite song of Mahatma Gandhi. वैष्णवजन तो तेने कहिए पीर पराई जाने ना. So it's a Gujarati. It's basically his favorite picture of favorite not picture favorite song of Mahatma Gandhi. Then you can see here is our metal handicraft. These are basically Bidar, Karnataka. It has got GI tag. They use metal. They use like blackened alloy of zinc and copper and lead with thin sheets of pure silver. It's developed in 14th century during rule of Bahami Sultan. The UNESCO World Heritage Site Ajanta Caves, as you know, these are in Maharashtra. These are rocket cave monument of Buddhist tradition. Ellora, they have cave of Hindu and Jain temple also. Ajanta have, yeah, in Ellora you find all, but in Ajanta it's Buddhism. First, these basically known to have been developed in two phases. First phase is of Satvana, then second is of Vakataka dynasty. Then Ajanta paintings, so it's predominantly narrate Jatak tales, that is Buddhist legends narrating previous life of Buddha. Here's Avalokiteswara or Padmapan, it's manifest Buddha's compassion. Avalokit Avalokiteshvara or Padmapani. Then second is Buddha power Vajrapani. These are the Bodhisattva of Mahayana Buddhism. It's painting, ceiling, even depicting life cycle of Buddha. It's protective writings surrounding Buddha. Then third is Manjushri, manifest Buddha wisdom. So here are three. Avalok, Avalokiteshvara and Padmapani, they manifest compassion. Then Vajrapani manifest power, and this Manjushri manifest Buddha wisdom. These are the Jain cave painting in Tamil Nadu. These are the rock cut monastery of Jain's rock cut cave temple of Arihantas, also called Kevalins, that is Jinnah, a soul who has conquered inner passions such as attachment, anger, pride, and greed. These are the mural paintings comparable to Ajanta and Bagh cave, that is Madhya Pradesh. Ajanta and Bagh caves. These are the Koptagari craft, art of weapon ornamentation, that is Koptagari craft in Rajasthan, like this, popular for dimensioning. That's work with gold, silver on ferrous metal. Then Yakshagana, traditional theatre form of Udupi, Karnataka. It's combined dance, music, dialogue, costume, makeup, and it's a unique style of stage technique. Then um, it's a strongly influenced by Vaishnava Bhakti movement, presented from dusk to dawn. Its stories are drawn from Ramayana, Mahabharata, other traditions. Then Borukatha, it's oral story of telling tradition, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, also called Jaganam Katha, Tandana Katha. It's topic like Hindu mythological story or contemporary social issue. Then Perini or Shiva Tandam, that is done in Telangana. It's a Telangana state dance, is originated during Kakatiya dynasty. It's also called dance of warrior, performed by males, Tandava style, that masculine expression. Then Indo-Islamic architect brought new architecture innovations like Jali works. It's a calligraphy, decorative writing. You can see here it's basically a picture of that it's Qutub Minar. You can see calligraphy has been done here. The Islamic style. These are the comparison in between Indian architecture, that is Dravid style, and Islamic architecture. In India, entrance is like this form, like in square and lantern form. In Islamic, you find like an arc, this arcuate style, and top is shikra like this. And here in Islamic, it's like dome. Minar are absent in this, but in Islamic, you find minars. Material used in stone, but in Islamic you find bricks also, mortars also. So this is example of Tibetan technique like of Indian architect, and this is example of Islamic architect. You can find dome here, arc here, minar, and glazed tiles also. Then a characteristic feature, it's like arabesque pattern comprising leaves, tendrils, flower. This is Petrodora technique, inlay work with semi-precious stone. Arabesque pattern is basically leaf, tendrils, and flower, and it's basically involved semi-precious stone. Then it's about architecture during Delhi Sultanate. So Kuwait al-Islam Mosque, located in Qutub Minar complex. It's a fast pseudo arc, not a true arc, it's a pseudo. Then it's Qutbuddin Aibak, basically the founder of Qutub Minar. It was completed by Iltutmish, and some other work done by Tughlaq also. Here you find Jain temple pillar also that is used in mosque. Then located in Qutb complex, this is a Mehrauli iron pillar, originally erected by Chandragupta II. That he is known as Vikramaditya, also known as a significant meteorological innovation. Then mosque architect, you can find here minars, even minbar, that is pulpit, mihrab, minar, courtyard. Mihrab, it's a semicircular niche in wall indicating direction of Qibla, direction of Makkah. Mihrab. Okay, it's minar, mihrab, and it's minbar. Minar, mihrab, it's, I said, semicircular niche wall indicating direction of Qibla, that is Makkah. Then minbar is from where Imam delivers sermon, that is minbar. Then Qutub Minar, part of Qutub complex, it's constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. So it started by Qutbuddin Aibak, but it's completed by Iltutmish then Tughlaq. So this part till this much is constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. Then one, two, three stories done by Iltutmish. Then upper part is done by Firuz Shah Tughlaq. So it's a UNESCO heritage site also. Then Tomb of Balban, they are now collapsed. These are in Qutub complex, but they are almost collapsed. Would have been this first true arc if survived, then these are the example of true arc, but they are collapsed. And it's a light darwaja, it's built by Alauddin Khilji. It's also part of Qutub complex. So it's the first true arc you can see here, first true dome. Then Hotchkiss, a large reservoir built by Alauddin Khilji. So then this is the Firozshah Kotla Sport Complex, Firozshah Tughlaq. Then it's built by Sikandar Lodi, double dome, characteristic of Lodi dynasty. You found in Lodi Garden, that's Bara Gumbat, famous monument of Lodi. Then it's a provincial style of Indo-Islamic architecture, Sharaki style construction, Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh, Atala Masjid. Then Ikhlaqi tomb, Islamic architecture of Bengal Sultanate, constructed during Bengal Sultanate, known for terracotta carving on the wall. Then Atala Masjid, Sharki style, Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh. It's Teen Darwaza, it's Ahmedabad's logo of Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. It's the gateway of east of Bhadra Fort. It's Ahmad Shah one built. It's built by Ahmad Shah one in 14th, 15th century. So first in India, Ahmedabad recently declared as UNESCO World Heritage City. You have to remember it. Then architect of Malwa province, Madhya Pradesh, that is polychromatic ornamentation of building that is achieved by colored stone marble tiles. It's a Hindola Mahal. It's a swinging palace, Hindola. It's built by Hoshan Shah. Then Gulbarg Fort. It's of a 14th century built by Sultan Alauddin Bahmani Adi Shah. It's after severing ties with Delhi Sultanate. This is a granite and lime mortar used. World largest cannon found here. Then it's the Bidar Fort. It's a 15th century built by Alauddin Bahmani, both located in northern Karnataka. That's Gulbarg and Bidar Fort. It's a Char Minar, Hyderabad, Telangana. It's built during shifting of capital from Golconda to Hyderabad, incorporated Persian architectural elements. It's a Charminar gateway. It's built by Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. It's a bank of Mosi nearby. This is the Lad Bazaar. Mecca Masjid lies in proximity. It's Lad Bazaar. So it's built by Muhammad Quli Qutub Shah. Then Golconda Fort. It's a capital of Qutub Shahi dynasty, popular for diamond mines. Example, Koti Noor, that's Hope Dam on Noor Island, originally built by Kakadiyas. This Golconda Fort, along with Qutub Shahi tomb, proposed for UNESCO World Heritage tag. Currently, you can say it's in a tentative list. That's Qutub Shahi tomb. Then Qutub Shahi tombs contain tomb and mosque of Qutub Shahi dynasty, now being renovated by Aga Khan Trust for Culture. It's a private philanthropic foundation. Then it's the Chow Mahal Palace, Chow Malla Palace, Watchtower Gate, and seat of Asaf Jahi dynasty. It's built by Nizam Salabat Jung. So then Nizam, it's by Nizam of Hyderabad. Then it's the Falaknuma Palace, Hyderabad. It's built by Nawab Sir Vigar Prime Minister of Hyderabad of that time. It's the entrance of palace. Falaknuma. Then is the musical instrument of India. We will discuss the. This is Dhanur Yantra. It's bow and arrow. Might be inspiration for early musical instrument. Then codophones. These are the tanteved or string instruments. Instrument that create sound by striking or plugging a tight string. You can say guitar, harp, violin, string, but these are chord phones. In Hindi, these are the Tantravedya. These are the Tatravedya or string instrument. Then sitar. So C is a tar, it's a Persian word. C means six, tar means string, it's a Persian word. It's the most popular string instrument in India. And 13th century, Amir Khusro made fretted movables to make instrument more flexible than notable exponents like Bharat Ratna, even Pandit Ravi Shankar. He also played these Vilayat Hussain Khan. These are basically performed by solo as well as by Jugalbandi. So the notable exponents are Bharat Ratna Pandit Ravi Shankar and Vilayat Hussain Khan. Sitar. Then Sarod, its notable exponent is Ustad Ali Akbar Khan. Evolution is like, it's basically earlier it's known as Rabab, then Surshri, Nagar, then Sarod. Sarod versus violin is a little bit different. It's a fretless flute played in accommodation with tabla. So Rabab, that is Rudra Veena developed by Tansin Rabab. Here you find fret in sitar, but in sarod you can find, and its first evolution was Rabab, that was developed by Tansin. Then Santur. So these are the Shatantriya Veena and Vara Veena are its precursors, associated with religious singing of Shaivites, also popular with Sufi music in Kashmir. A versatile instrument which can produce complicated music embellishment, that is a little bit of embellishments down, example gamakas. Then sarang, it's used to be premier musical instrument in mid 17th century. It's gradually lost its charm and replaced by harmoniums. It's bowed string musical instrument. So if it's example like who wrote Sangeeta Ratnagara, you can say Sarangi Dev. Then Veena, its most ancient and revered instrument, dominated Indian musical scene in for 2000 year, even 24 fixed feet. You can see here. It's used both in Hindustani and Carnatic music. Sangeeta Makarinda of Narada, that is Natya Shastra of Bharata, talk about various Veenas. Then violins brought to India in 18th century by European, used both in Hindustani and Carnatic music. It's important uh, accompaniment to Carnatic vocal music. Balaswami Dikshitar adopted violin to Carnatic music. Then go to Vadyam. It's also called Chitra Veena, played during mornings. It's basically an instrument of the Carnatic music tradition in India. It's similar to Veena in appearance, although its fingerboard is not fretted. It has pure shaped wooden body. Then Tanpura, it's important accomplishment to classical vocal instrument. It's believed to have been brought to India by Persian. Very important, you have to keep in mind it's provide a continuous drone and reference pitch for the singer or instrument players to follow. Then it's Dilruba Ishra, it's bowed string instrument used in classical, religious, folk, and popular music. Dilruba basically famous in North India, popular among Sikh communities. Then Esraj is famous in East and Central India, West Bengal. Favorite instrument of Rabindranath Tagore, this Dilruba and Esraj. So further slide I will discuss in next lecture. That's for today. Thank you.